What if every great empire in history didn't rise by chance, but followed the same invisible pattern? A silent signal that moves through centuries. What if the force that brought down ancient civilizations is forming again, right now, in front of your eyes? The question is not whether this has happened before, but how many times it has happened without humanity recognizing the pattern. Because history doesn't just repeat itself. It echoes, and those echoes carry messages. Messages recorded long before any modern technology existed, before any global empire. Messages that may have never stopped being true. Today, the world feels like it's under constant tension, as if something is about to break, as if an unseen mechanism is accelerating. Economic crisis, military conflicts, struggles for dominance. It all seems like part of human progress. But what if it isn't? What if these events are simply modern expressions of an ancient cycle? A cycle that was predicted and written down thousands of years ago. In ancient writings, we find descriptions of empires that rise with strength, dominate the world, and inevitably collapse from within. Pride, corruption, excess of power. The book of Daniel describes a sequence of kingdoms represented by different metals, each one more fragile. This forms a symbolic statue that represents human dominion throughout history. This is not just metaphor. It is a pattern, a code. The rise of Rome, the fall of Eastern empires, all follow a similar logic. First comes ascension, then domination, followed by silent decay. As if something greater is guiding the cycle, as if there's a force that limits human power before it crosses a certain threshold. But what makes all of this unsettling is not the past. It's the present. Humanity now holds power that no ancient empire could imagine. Control of information, global surveillance, artificial intelligence. We have never been so connected, and at the same time, so vulnerable. The same characteristics that marked the fall of ancient empires are appearing again, but now on a global scale. Extreme polarization. Concentration of power. Systems that appear stable on the surface, yet show signs of internal fragility. Something is out of place. Are we living through another chapter? Or, at the moment, where all these patterns converge, prophecies speak of an endpoint, a moment where systems merge and power becomes centralized, where any disruption can trigger a global chain reaction. The point of convergence does not arrive with clear warnings. It forms slowly, silently, until suddenly it becomes impossible to ignore. The pattern is there, in ancient texts, in historical events, in the systems that sustain modern reality. Clues are everywhere. Humanity's mistake is believing technology changes everything and progress eliminates risk. But the pattern doesn't disappear. It adapts. The next collapse will be larger, faster, more widespread. It is the moment when seemingly unrelated events start moving in one direction. If you look closely, that alignment has already begun. The question is no longer if, but when it reaches its critical point, who will recognize it before it's too late? This is not a theory. It is an echo from the past, pointing to the future. And now that you've heard the signal, the question remains, will you ignore it, or will you start to observe?